Day 15. Let me sit down here. Oh, on break. So, I'm in the office today, and I was just about to start writing down a short script for this video, and then I thought, but that's not the point of these sort of off the cuff, what's in my head right now, video log videos. So I figured in that case, maybe the topic, despite not being scripted now, should be the act or the action of writing things down, which, as I've been learning for myself a lot recently, when writing things down, be it to-dos, tasks, goals, just things to remember, so like insightful thoughts or anything helpful, it goes a long way in that there's a lot less that you forget. So a good example is a couple of days ago, it was getting late in the evening, so getting a bit lazy, so to speak, and something crossed my mind, and I was like, oh, that'd be a really good idea for something. I can't even remember what it was for or what it was about, because I didn't write it down. But I thought to myself in the moment, like, oh yeah, that's such a good idea. I'm going to remember it. I'm not going to forget it because it is good. And lo and behold, the following day, i.e. yesterday, it got to around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I remembered the act of telling myself, or remember I thought of telling myself, oh, I don't need to write this down because I will remember it. But I couldn't for the life of me remember what the hell I was thinking, or what the great idea was. You know, I could be on my way to making £1 million now, but I don't know, because I didn't write the idea down. So that's on me, really. In contrast, where I have been writing things down, it makes a world of difference. So this morning, for instance, I've started by just writing down a few tasks, although there's a few calculations on here that is irrelevant, but apart from that bit there are some tasks. You can see a few are lined out or struck out already where I've done them now. But just having that there as a constant reminder, especially whilst in the office, any moment that I catch myself sort of wondering or getting distracted or going to do something else, all I have to do is glance at this and it pulls me straight back onto track. Now, it's still early-ish in the morning, it's 11:15, so I've only just done, well, I've started on 3 things. I've completed one of them. It was a small task, so I'm not going to celebrate, but the fact is now I know that's done, and I don't have to later on in the day think, oh, have I done that? You know, or even completely forget about it until it's too late. Because so this particular task that I've completed so far is a task of procurement, i.e. purchasing stuff and placing an order. Now, I had to place that order today for something to be delivered tomorrow, because Friday no one will be available to receive the item that was ordered, and by Monday it's needed for work, for a job. So today was very much the last possible day that that task could have been done, short of spending a weekend worrying about where I'm going to source a replacement at the last minute. So for immediate to-do tasks, to-do lists, or anything you have to do right now, having a list to hand is ideal. And I think there's something a bit more tactile, a bit more. I suppose paper is getting a bit nostalgic now. Actually, no, it's not. Fuck that. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3 notebooks on my desk here, and okay, yeah, one of them is fairly empty. I've only scribbled on a couple of pages, but I know there's one of them that's very well used. It's probably only got a dozen empty pages left because, although that it wasn't used for writing things down, it's for like annotating or illustrating ideas and concepts, etc. So it's like my art scribble book almost. What was I saying? So yeah, I think writing it down physically on a piece of paper and keeping it in your view is a lot more effective than having it, say, on your phone digitally, because I know for a fact that I've tried that in the past, and a lot of the time you go to unlock your phone and you go into autopilot mode. You don't always do the thing that you set out to do. So for me, for instance, it would be like either checking WhatsApp messages or opening up Instagram or the recently like YouTube Shorts, and then you spend 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two doing that. You lock your phone and put it away, and you completely forget about what you actually picked up your phone for, i.e. to check a to-do task or to write one down, for instance. So having short-term stuff, for me at least anyway, away from sort of a digital platform where there are tons of distractions is a lot better. So I would insist on getting a piece of paper, a notebook, anything, can be big or small, grab pen, pencil, whatever, Sharpie if you have to, and just write things down and scratch them off or tick them off as you go. And then, yeah, as for long-term goals or lifetime goals, anything like that, it's probably a good idea to write them down on a piece of paper physically, but then something that you need a daily reminder of, but you don't want to have to carry around a piece of paper or a notebook with you everywhere. That is the kind of thing you should write or could write down on the phone or on a computer, anything like that, because the longevity of that note is a bit more guaranteed, I suppose. Like if you use like I use Google Keep, for instance, quite a lot. Obviously there's auto syncing with all the devices where you signed in, so I can make a note on my computer here whilst I'm in the office, and then I say a note, like say I come up with a new goal that I want to achieve a year or 2 years down the line from now. When I'm on my computer, I'll open up Keep, I'll write it down, and then a week down the line I'm thinking, oh, what was that thing that I wanted to work towards? All I have to do is open up Keep on my phone and there it is, a reminder. And then from that I can add in, like smaller steps for working towards that goal. So yeah, I think it's important to divide your goal or task types. Short term, keep it tactile, have it on something that have it on something that's quickly a quick offers a quick turnaround, I suppose. So like a piece of paper or a page in a notebook, you can maybe get, so I'll go for 5, 6, 7 different tasks with a few notes on this particular piece of paper, and then when I'm done with it, you can rip it out, bin it, and know that all those tasks are done. You don't have to worry about them again, and don't have to remember anything about those tasks. Obviously, if certain tasks are not done and the paper is just too full of other crap, then just rewrite that task on a new page, put it at the very top, so it takes priority. Get rid of like cluttered pages, move on. Keep everything clear and concise more than anything. But the overall message is that even if you've got an impeccable memory and very few of us do. I know I certainly don't, especially not for short-term stuff. Like my short-term memory is much like that of a goldfish. You can tell me something now and 5 seconds later I won't have a clue what you just said. However, I can remember things from 10 years ago, so my long-term memory, maybe my brain's traded off long-term for short-term, I don't know. So yeah, write things down, goals, daily to-dos, anything like that, anything you want to achieve or do, or anything important, even if it's not important. And like I said, even if it's just an insightful or like even a happy thought that you've had, something that brings a memory, perhaps that brings a smile to your face. Shit, write it down. Every time you reread it, it's gonna bring a smile to your face. So, yeah, do that. Write things down. Anyway, once again, enough babbling from me. This is day 15. Captain signing out. I'll be back tomorrow for more talking, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Bye.